All right, guys, our next bit of movie news today to cover is The Matrix 4. Now, Matrix 4, directed by Lana Wachowski, obviously starring Keanu Reeves and Carrie. Oh, man, why can't I think of Carrie's last name? You guys know who I'm talking about. Coming back, Lawrence Fishburne, like everybody's coming back. But the biggest news today is that the official title of the film is not going to be The Matrix 4, but rather it is going to be called simply Matrix. It's simply just going to be called Matrix. Okay. Cool. But in that, I feel like this raises a few issues. I feel like it raises a few problems. Dropping the article "the" and dropping the number 4, or even just giving it like a subtitle, like The Matrix probabilities. I don't know why. Let's just call it The Matrix probabilities. That's what we're going to call it. The Matrix probabilities, right? Instead of The Matrix 4, it's now The Matrix probabilities. It implies a few things. By dropping the title, the article "the," and just going from The Matrix to just Matrix, it does two things. First of all, in the social consciousness, it's just going to like screw everybody up. Oh, you're going to watch Matrix? No, I'm watching The Matrix. Wait, is it the first one or the fourth one? The fourth one. Oh, no, so you mean Matrix? No, I'm going to watch The Matrix. Oh, so you mean the first one? No, I'm watching the fourth one. Matrix. Oh, so you're watching The Matrix? Yes. The fourth one? Yes. It turns into this weird Abbott and Costello bit of, like, I hate it when movies try to, like, rebrand or whatever. Or, okay, if you're, like, take Suicide Squad versus The Suicide Squad, all right? I don't mind that James Gunn is doing a reboot called The Suicide Squad. And here's why. It's a reboot. It's a complete... they're throwing out everything of what we knew from Suicide Squad, the 2016 Suicide Squad, and he's rebooting it, and he's just rebranding it The Suicide Squad. Okay, cool. It has a different logo, it has different actors, and obviously has a different director. I mean, okay, great. Harley Quinn is still in it, played by Margot Robbie. Cool. It's a completely different thing. And very few people are going to confuse Suicide Squad with The Suicide Squad. Now let's go back to Matrix. Matrix stars all the same characters in all the same roles, continuing on the story that was left before. This is the same problem that I have with the movie Scream. Oh, you mean Scream 5? No, Scream. So Scream 1? No. Scream 5. But Scream 5 and Scream 1 have the same name. So is it Scream 5? No, it's Scream. It's just Scream. It's a little confusing. So let's take that and just push it aside for a second. Just calling it Matrix is a little confusing. Let's push it aside. The other problem that I see, not necessarily a problem, but the implications of calling it simply Matrix as opposed to Matrix 4 or the Matrix probabilities. I see this going in a very different direction. Let's use the Pirates of the Caribbean movies as an example. So you have Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3, which all followed the same storyline, right? And then Pirates of the Caribbean 4 came out, and yeah, it still starred Captain Jack Sparrow, but it was a completely different movie. It didn't have anything to do with the stuff that came before. Yes, I understand. Jeffrey Rush was in that movie as well, reprising his role. Same thing with Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Just its own standalone adventure that was referenced or loosely tied into the stuff that came before. But again, like going back to the name of it, this is where this is where I feel like the Pirates movies were terrible. They're all terrible, except for the first one. The first one is amazing. Don't even waste your time watching 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. But by not rebooting, but like kind of having its own standalone adventure, they still gave it its own proper title. They didn't just call it Pirates of the Caribbean. It was Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Or Pirates of the Caribbean, was it Dead Man's Chest? No, I think that was 2. I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever it was, whatever it ended up being. Oh, now this is going to drive me crazy. What was the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie? I don't remember. Anyway. But just simply calling this movie Matrix makes me... It starts giving me the idea that this is going to be its own standalone thing. It's not going to be tied into the other Matrix movies. Like it is, but the story is just going to be its own self-contained thing. That's my personal thought. That's my personal theory on it. But the big question for you guys is, what do you think of Matrix 4? Do you like the title? Does it bother you? Does it not bother you? Do you think this is a smart and clever marketing ploy, or do you think it's just too confusing and they should call it the Matrix Probabilities? Jump on down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Pee Wee Herman would want you to do. Ha ha ha.